The Neville Goddard law of assumption community is a cult. Manifestation in itself is cult. It's a hoax. It's a scam. And stop manifesting your specific person because she couldn't do it. Stop manifesting your specific person because he couldn't do it. I don't think I need to say anything else. Buckle up. This is going to be a big one. Hello, my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope you are all doing fabulous. I hope you are all choosing to be the versions of yourself that are living their best lives. At minimum, living with the knowing that you will experience your manifestations. At minimum. So, like I said, buckle up for this one. It's going to be an interesting one. Let me start with the basic bitch. If you need help figuring out what's going on between you and your manifestation, please feel free to email me at manifestingwithkimberly@gmail.com. All of my coaching options are in the drop box below. They're in the screens that just went by. I have 2 channel memberships. Yes, peeps, I have 2 channel memberships where I go live exclusively with the channel members twice a week. On Tuesday, that is the exclusive lives group. It is a zhuzh only group. We don't want to hear about your circumstances. We only want to hear success stories and tips and tricks or little nuggets that you have to share with some also time for me to talk to. That's our Tuesday group. Again, that is called the Exclusive Lives Coaching. We go live together at 9:30 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. I also have the Hot Seat / Group Coaching Group. That is the group that we gather together on Fridays at 9 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. In that group, you can bring your circumstances. You can get your ass into the hot seat and ask me anything you want regarding your circumstances, right? If you're new and have never been in the hot seat, it's a 15-minute minimum. You can ask me anything you want. It's literally like having a little mini coaching session with me, okay? And I will say this is the trigger warning group. If you are triggered by other people's circumstances, you don't want to join the hot seat. You want to join the exclusive lives. But if you're open, because let me say, even if you don't get your turn in the hot seat, I try to do that as fair as possible. You'll see as you join that group. I try to do it as fair as possible. So even when we are on repeat people who have had a chance to go, we're doing it in a fashion where if you've gone 30 times and somebody else has only gone twice, that number 2 person is going to be the one who's going to go, just saying. But you will notice that even if you don't get it in the hot seat, someone's going to ask a question that's going to be really close to your scenario. It's manifestation, baby. People are reflecting you, so more than likely your question's going to get answered anyway, so there's nothing to stress over. That hot seat group is the only group that I record and upload under the private membership playlist, the hot seat / group coaching. It's also the 2-for-1 group, meaning if you join hot seat, you have access to both of the channel memberships. Okay. I would like to say for anybody else that's already in that membership or you're thinking about doing it, my suggestion to you is if you're using an Apple iPhone, don't join from your iPhone. Go to a laptop and join from there. And if your membership price suddenly is $10 to $20 more than what is listed under my most current video, right? Change in prices of anything that I have, coaching-wise, things like that, or the memberships, any change in prices, they will always be listed under my most current video. Clearly, if you watch a video from 3 years ago, they're going to be the old prices, or maybe I wasn't even coaching at that time. So you got to pick Kim's newest video. That'll have the updated thing. Anyway, long story short, my reason for doing this is because for some damn odd reason, Apple adds $10 to $20 extra on top for memberships. And it's not just on my channel it's happening to. It's happening, YouTube wide. So if suddenly your channel membership goes up by $10 to $20, stop. Check your phone. You're probably on an iPhone. You want to stop there, and you want to do it from your laptop going forward. Just want to say that, okay? Because I have not raised the membership prices, and for what it's worth. Unless I was to stop the channel memberships, give them a brand new name, that would be the only way that I could change the prices on the memberships. So if you joined at $34.99 to the exclusive lives group, that's the price it will stay. Unless I completely cancel that and make a new one. Can't change it after the fact. Just, at least that's what YouTube has, given me when I first, as far as the rules, when I first signed up for the memberships. So it's not me raising the prices on you. It's just not, okay? Just saying. I think that's important because I've been asked that a lot, and I'm not sure why it happens. I don't know why. It's not YouTube doing it to Apple, right? It's not YouTube charging Apple more. So I don't know why. And I'm an Apple user, so I don't like saying bad things about Apple. But what the fuck, Apple? How dare you? Because it's not like they're passing that extra 10 or 20 bucks to the creator, because they're not. So just saying. Okay, so enough. Okay, you want to connect with me, you want to find me, all that information is in the drop box below. So let's get into today's video. This is in regards to the fact that I am aware that I have the belief that I own, and I've shared on here, okay, that because I put myself out there for the internet, that also puts me open to, people not necessarily agreeing with what I believe. I expect that, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I know what I believe around manifestation. No one is ever going to be able to convince me that it's not working or that it's not real, because this girl has experienced way too much in her life to be convinced otherwise. So my faith in manifestation is done. It's a done thing. I know it works, okay? So you don't have to believe me. You could be the naysayer. Maybe you are one of the naysayers who have created videos saying all these stupid things. Manifestation's a hoax. It's a cult. The Neville Goddard law of assumption community is a cult. I really don't care that you don't believe in it. When my hairs get into, when I don't like it, is when, but you're also trying to come across as a manifestation teacher, coach. I will start talking then. That's when I'm going to get my panties all in a bunch. That's when. When you're trying to pass yourself as someone who has knowledge on manifestation, or, you're a tarot reader also having, their fingers in manifestation, but you want to make content shitting all over a certain area of manifestation that you yourself haven't conquered yet. I'm going to say something. So some of you might not want to watch this video. Okay. If you're not into rants, my next video will be for you. This is for ranting. Hi. Why is it a cult? Because we are choosing to step out of the ridiculous thinking that we can't experience the life we want, that it's too good to be true. Can I just say, that type of thinking, I'm going to talk like I know everything about manifestation, but then I'm going to shit all over it at the same time and bring in, my outside sources to give answers. It's just, my gosh, what a hot mess. What a mess. Okay. You haven't bought the pearl of great price, just saying. But guys, as far as how to manifest, how to do it, how to step into your new self, getting into the wish-fulfilled state, you don't have to like the way I get there, how it works for me. You don't have to like that. You don't have to like how any coach delivers it. The idea is for you to discover yourself, to discover what works for you. So you have your go-to, like I have my go-to decision. I make a decision to be my new self, and I live my life accordingly. I don't strive for perfection because I know I'm still having a physical 3D experience. But because you've decided to be a creator and make content, you are entitled to your opinion. And like I said, I don't care about your opinion. I care when you are still trying to wear the mask of, but I'm a manifestation coach. I just don't like this. I don't like this, so I'm going to shit all over it. Why not just make content on what you do like? What you do like? Because eventually someone's going to make a video clapping back. Okay? To anybody that's ever watched that kind of content, and listen, if you're newer, I'm sure it rattled you. I'm sure it did. It would have rattled me, especially when I see manifestation content creators telling you not to manifest your specific person for all their own limited reasons. See, they're going to sound so amazingly like their advice is the best, because they've got their experiences to share, kind of just like what I'm doing, or any other good, law of assumption manifestation creator out there. We're sharing our experiences, okay? But everyone is sharing experiences based on their own individual level of consciousness. So again, on my channel, I look at consciousness or states of consciousness as being on a staircase. The higher we go up the staircase, the higher in consciousness we are, the more expansive our awareness is, and the better we feel, and the more things we enjoy are showing up in our reality. So if you've never gotten yourself out of this lower level thinking, if you've never gotten out of that, you can only teach and talk from that perspective. So that's your only defense in those type of videos. I'm just saying, it's because you just haven't escaped it yet. But to call things a cult, because we are choosing to step out of being a sheep to our 3D, being a follower of our old thinking, our old conditioning, and we are choosing to step out of the box. That doesn't make it a cult. Okay, this isn't the, what is it, Branch Davidian? That's not what this is. Okay? No one's forced to do things one way and one way only. Okay? We don't victim shame or victim blame when someone isn't experiencing what they want in reality. But if you're stuck yourself and you haven't manifested what you want, and then you're going to pick up your phone and start dropping relentless nuggets of information of your victim state that you clearly are not seeing, and you want to take a crap all over SP manifestation people, this is where you can expect the internet to say something back. Normally on my channel, this isn't the type of content I like to put out. I tend to put out, I don't know, like coaching type videos where I am hopefully inspiring you, zhuzhing you to get back on your manifestation game, answering questions on how to do this or how to do that. I give you my experience, my opinion. So if you're newer here, don't worry. I'm not going to have video after video fighting back other videos. I'm not going to do that. But I will make a video for the people that do get shaken by shitty content like that. Because I will tell you, if I had found a video or two like that, you can manifest, but you can't do that. That type of video would have ruined me. I would have given up and then not then experienced my very, very amazing life that I'm experiencing now. And let me just say, for any of you watching this who are living a life you cannot stand, that is where I started from too. The life I'm living now was not even thinkable to me when I first started this journey. The life I live right now was so many miles, universes away from who I used to be, who I started out as. That victim place. the same victim place that content creators who throw out shitty videos like that, where they're currently in. What I want to say is, if you landed on this video because you are afraid that opening yourself up to manifestation, especially the law of assumption, and especially when you hear that granddaddy name, Neville Goddard, that you think that, oh my God, is this a cult? No, it's not. But we are going to break you free from the cult-like, sheep-like conditioning that you've probably been living in most of your adult life. You see, again, I said this earlier, people can only teach you, coach you, have opinions on from where they are in consciousness. And if they themselves have never rose up in consciousness, they can't even perceive the levels of consciousness that, you know, a lot of us are experiencing. I was a naysayer. I was very logical. I was someone that just could not trust that, oh, okay, well, if I can just do this thing and just get what I want, then why isn't everybody doing that? Why isn't everyone in the world a millionaire? That was me. That was my thinking. You just can't get what you want. That no way. You can't have it all. That's not possible. Nobody ever has it all. That was me too. Okay. But I do find, hence this video, I find it dangerous when you're calling yourself some kind of a manifestation, you know, full of knowledge oracle, biatch, but you yourself have not manifested anything that you put yourself out there for. Okay. Don't try to bring everybody else down because you haven't done it yet. And it doesn't make it fake or a cult or toxic because you haven't done it yet. Because you haven't seen through your limited beliefs. That doesn't mean that it's all those nasty words for anybody else. So, manifestation is very, very real. It's undeniably real. Undeniably. I have seen the wackiest, craziest, surreal things happen on top of the people that I've coached, the wacky experiences they themselves have had, documents changing out of nowhere. Amazingly, documents changing, and suddenly rolls of cash are coming their way. Suddenly, a change of appearance is now here. I have seen it all. So I have the experience of I have experienced way too much to doubt manifestation anymore. But I know that's not everybody. I know you're all not there yet, but you will be. Don't give up because of stupid idiots making idiot content. It is not toxic to manifest your specific person. It is not toxic to look at another being in your 3D reality and feel and know and have that experience of knowing, I genuinely love this person and I want to have an experience with them. That doesn't make you a bad person, a stupid person, or toxic, or you're too attached. From there, because I have the awareness that there are people out there who experience mental health crises, I have the belief that there are people out there in the 3D who do have these experiences. So I am not trying to say that no one's ever had that kind of an experience, a mental health moment, or even experiencing it right now as you're watching. I'm not saying that there might not be a stalker or two out in the world today. Okay? What I'm saying is that doesn't make you automatically underneath that label because you want to manifest the love of your life. Okay? Especially if you are taking the advice of, we're not doing anything in the 3D to, and I'm using this loosely, infringe yourself on anyone else's 3D physical world. Manifestation is doing it up here. It's changing who you believe you are. You know, where is all this coming from? I suppose I should have answered this in the very beginning of the video, because I have been sent multiple videos from multiple creators, seemingly all within the last 2 weeks. So because of that, and it's all the same type of content, I'm like, my gosh, what is happening out in the law of assumption community? What is going on in the manifestation world? Because I try to stay out of it for the most part. I think a video is necessary, Kimberly. So this is where that video is coming from. But acknowledging that you are manifesting your reality around you is not then your free pass to beat yourself up for the things that you have manifested, right? We don't victim shame and blame over here. That was one of the videos I saw that's what it is. You know, the Neville Goddard community, it's victim blaming, okay? It is. Accepting that you create your reality is victim blaming. Nah, it's friggin' empowering, and I've made plenty of videos on that. It is empowering to know, holy shit, all the shitty things that I have thought about myself regarding love, regarding money, regarding health, regarding change of appearance, all the things, all of those things that I've told myself that I can't have. For some reason, God just doesn't want me to have these things. It's just not meant for me. Because that's what the 3D world would tell me. It's just not meant for you. It's not God's will. Everybody doesn't get what they want, okay? I listened to that sheep-like thinking and ruined my damn life until I found this. Until I found Neville Goddard, okay? It is not toxic, and I didn't feel victim blamed. I didn't feel ashamed for what I had manifested, and no one else should either. I felt empowered. All the lies that I've been telling myself my whole life, now it makes sense why I've experienced what I have experienced in my life in those areas. We'll to make it easier for you all, we'll make the SP category. Now it makes sense why my love life stunk, because my thoughts and beliefs around love and relationships stunk. So holy shit, if I start changing the way I talk to myself, my inner chatter, whether I make that change through inner conversations, affirmations, visualization, scripting, making a decision / embodiment, if I do that, I'm going to then experience what I want out here. Do I experience what I want now? You bet your sweet ass I do. I've changed my entire life in every single area of life. Some of you are still watching my evolvement. Thank you very much. 100 pounds down. Yeah, I wear that one with a big old crown on. My point is, I didn't think all the good things in life were for me, okay? When I started this journey, I started with scripting. To any of you that are new here, I started with the scripting. I still really wasn't putting the focus on who I believed I was. I'm giving you that nugget, not in any way to say I was still failing at manifestation. No, I was still evolving. So if you know that that's what you're doing, you're putting all your focus on the 3D world and what's currently happening, or how SP is currently showing up, that's what I did too, okay? That's what some of these creators who make that content are doing. Thank you very much. I was very attached to how things were unfolding and getting upset when things showed up in my 3D that meant to me, this isn't working. I'm not getting what I want. That was my victim state talking, just like it's that creator's victim state talking. I blamed SP. It's not fair the way he treats me. No, manifestation is what woke me up to, wait a minute. If I'm the one manifesting, not going to blame myself. I look at it as, all right, I know that I'm not changing me. I'm staying in a victim state. This was not an instant discovery. It took me over a year to get out of my own way, to realize, holy shit, I've been in a victim state this whole time. That's who I was. I have plenty of videos on that. You could watch my channel from start to finish and see my entire evolvement, just saying. And I don't delete the old videos because I want the proof to be out there. I want you to see my change. I want you to see all parts of me. Okay? Just saying. But I wasn't changing me. I was trying to change SP. I was trying to stop things from happening certain ways in reality. I was never focused on who do I really believe I am. But when that light bulb moment went up, I didn't blame myself. I didn't shame myself. Well, it's all my fault. I'm a terrible human. That's what I think people outside of the community think that the Neville Goddard community is doing. We're calling you idiots for what you've manifested. That's not happening. Okay? I don't know what content or creator you're watching, but that's not happening. Okay? I can't say it enough. Just because you couldn't do anything, just because you haven't done it yet, just because you don't think making a decision on who you want to be is enough, that doesn't mean that it won't be enough for anybody else. Okay? It's your absolute belief that you can't just do those things is why you keep experiencing it. Hello? Knock, knock. 1 + 1 = 2. Seriously, when I started putting the focus on moi and what my beliefs were around love, relationships, around my specific person, life started changing. When I stopped trying to grasp and hold and fix every single thing that would pop up in my reality and would keep my focus on the end goal of me getting what I want, which is living with my SP, which hi, yeah, that's what I do now. I live with my SP. So if it's so toxic, you better tell them to move out. Just saying, I detached from 3D. I stopped trying to look at everything and judge it. If I didn't get my morning text, I was the one having the meltdowns, giving it the meaning. It's funny now when I think about it. I was an idiot. Giving it the meaning that he didn't love me because he didn't text by 8 a.m. EST time. And I saw the green dot on Facebook. That's who I was. Hi, I was still a triggered bitch. I was still being old self. Okay? But I can authentically own that and share that. And we can laugh about some of the dumb shit I would do. So you then don't have to do it. Hence the content. Hence why we make videos. Manifestation is very real. Manifesting a specific person is not toxic. Okay? I know there are some of you who are not ready to hear some of the SP messages that we have over on my channel. I wasn't ready to hear them either. Meaning, if you're openly putting your life on hold, where you believe you cannot be happy with or without SP, you're coming in from the wrong angle to manifestation and you need some redirection. Okay? That's not a secret little symbol that means you have to decide not to want your SP in order to have your SP. That's not the message. I used to be afraid of that, thinking that's what it meant. It doesn't. But your attachment to SP, the attachment to 3D reality and how things are unfolding, that's what's got to go. That's what the detachment is for. All right? To anybody new, I know manifestation, that does sound so damn woo-woo. It sounds woo-woo, cuckoo, cuckoo for cocoa puffs. It sounds crazy. I know it does. I thought it did too. But if you're really open to it, I promise you, it does work. It does work. And you can really manifest anything you want. Don't listen to the negative Nancys. Well, that's kind of mean to Nancys, isn't it? We got some nice Nancys here. Don't listen it to I was going to say negative Nelly, but we might have a Nelly here. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to them. Don't let them be the reason you stay in fear to change your life. This is not a cult. You can come and go as you please, right? No one's forcing anybody to be here against your will. We don't beat up on people for circumstances manifesting. We don't beat ourselves up for circumstances manifesting. We make a new decision and we party on, live our life, and happily know that if we are choosing to be the versions of ourselves that have what we want, that the 3D is a reflection of that, and it is unfolding to the full manifestation always, because it is an instant shift, but it's an instant shift in either direction. Again, not my normal content, peeps. I know this, a problem. Tomorrow we go right back to regular programming. Anybody calling manifestation a cult is afraid of change, and they're probably very disappointed with their own selves that they haven't changed their life. And they definitely haven't read in enough Neville Goddard. There's no way you did. There's no way you actually took the time to read anything lengthy, as in more than one book of Neville Goddard's, that you walked away with that mindset. No, you didn't. You skimmed. You skimmed and skipped. However, it doesn't mean that there are not some shitty people within the community, because I believe that shitty people exist in all communities. There's always going to be at least one shitty person who doesn't have your best interests at heart and is only concerned about making money off of you. Yes, unfortunately, I have the belief that those people exist. I do. So I'm not saying you got to have that limited belief. I'm just owning it authentically as my own. Hence why we say on this channel, use discernment. If someone is saying something to you that gives you an icky feeling, goodbye. Do not watch them again. Go to where it feels good. What feels good. Okay? Listen, don't be afraid of giving yourself to manifestation. You have been living your entire life listening to the fearful thoughts that come into your mind, and you have let them control you long enough. Break free from being a sheep to the 3D conditioning that every single one of us has had to break free of. We don't bite. We don't make you stay here against your will. But we do say that if you do keep plugging away and deciding to be the version of yourself that is open to the belief that this can work for you, it will work for you. Look at your life. Reality has always been reflecting who you believed you were. So if you're facing circumstances that aren't amazing, what did you used to think about those things? If your love life is in shambles, did you have a fear that your person was going to leave you, cheat you, or that love doesn't work for you, love doesn't last, or you're just not one of those people that's going to be lucky in love? Did your mind go anywhere like that? You just weren't pretty enough, weren't handsome enough? More than likely, it did. And even though, okay, it might have been an SP who said the things to you, they're reflecting a limited belief. That's all. That's all. Keep plugging away at who you want to be. Don't give up on your fucking dreams because of an idiot on the internet. Okay? So on that note, if you're new, hi, what a video to meet me under. Well, if you can handle this sass, the sass stays. But we have a lot more fun on this channel. I am obsessed with getting what I want. Hence why I love this community. And we take care of our own. We do over here. We do. We take care of our own. We've got your back. Everyone experiences doubts and fears. That's normal. Totally normal. We just don't live there. That's the difference. So for real, regular, normal manifestation content continues tomorrow. And if you're new and you made it to the end and you kind of agree with what I've said, please subscribe, come back and see me. I would appreciate a like getting on this video so the naysayers can see the clap back. Just saying it. Okay? And I just want to leave one more little PS. You're taking a shit all over specific person manifestations. You're taking a shit all over it, but calling yourself a manifestation expert. Where in your thinking do you think that anyone who has ever wrote anything on manifestation along the centuries, where did they ever say, oh, you can manifest it, this, and this, but never this? That doesn't work. That's not a universal law. That's your limited belief coming out. Just saying. You claim to be a manifestation person, but then you shit all over it because you yourself haven't been successful with it. And I'm sorry you're having that experience. And to be perfectly honest, I do not hate you. I don't hate anyone. And when you're ready to stop stomping your feet like a toddler in reality and you want to actually manifest, you are always welcome to my channel. Always welcome. So on that note, I'll see you tomorrow.